Hello Gemini, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a general collective reading for your sign. So aspects of it will apply to you, but it could also be playing out in somebody else's life that is close to you at this time. You can also cross-watch to my other videos for more insight if you are tracking aspects like your moon placement or Venus placement or even your rising sign. You'll get more insight from there as well. I normally pull out 3 houses of the zodiac, and then I work around that with the other cards as well. So all my details are in the drop down box below. You can follow me on Instagram as well. And please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. So this will be for your upcoming month. So the first house, we've got third house, which is the house of communication. Then we've got sixth house, and we've got ninth house. Let's get some astrological cards now. We've got moon. Lunar eclipse, we've got North Node, and then we've got the Aries I am as an extra, and I'll put that at the bottom next to Uranus. Let's get the goddess guidance now. Turner. We've got Athena, inner wisdom, and then we've got Artemis, guardian. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is Una, easy does it. And let's get some fairy tarot. We've got strength coming in for you. And then I'm just going to get a destiny card as well. Patience. Okay. All right. Okay. So for third house we've got here, which is all things communication. So this is verbal, written. It can even be body language if that's relative to you. But it's also to do with contracts and documents, things like that. It can also be short journeys and things to do with electronics, cars, things like that. It can also be about receiving news or hearing news. It could even be gossip. It can also be possibly you giving news out, or you giving a message out. The third house can also be to do with specific people. So this can be general relatives, but also aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and even neighbors can come in with the third house. So now you've got here Moon Soul, and then at the top you've got Nementona. So this is very reflective energy coming in for you, especially with the moon and with Nementona together. So with the moon card, this is about going with your instincts, your emotions, your intuitions. But you could also just be retreating at this time. So you either need to be retreating right now and just going within, or it could be that some things are kind of not revealed to you, so things are not clear, or things can become clear. So it really depends on how you interpret the moon energy. But this is also about your habits, your emotions, the cycles of your emotions, and your moods and things like that. So I do feel, combined with Nementona, that it's actually about going within and accessing aspects of the moon for insight and for intuition and for instinct. Okay, it's about that. It may be also that you are reflecting on at this time on things from the past. So this can be aspects of the past that you are related to your third house. It could be something you've said, or something you've heard, or some news you received, or it could be to do with communications that you need to to deal with, whether that's written or verbal. So this is something to do with your emotional responses. It can also be expression, So just remember, it's governed by the moon. So this is a cyclical energy. So you may be riding the waves. You may be going through cycles or phases at this time. But there is some period of reflection required at the moment. So just hold your counsel on certain things until the energies have shifted and they're a bit more, you've got more information or more to go on. If you're coming to making a decision or something like that. But it could also be that something is not clear. It could also be that you're looking at, you're sort of nostalgic or sentimental about things, looking in the rear view mirror. But there's a reason why the rear view mirror is small. You can reflect and you can bring wisdom forward and understanding, but you cannot live there. You have to move forward and you have to make your decisions based on the present moment. It can also be birthing things as well. With the moon, it could be a physical birth, but it can also be about, as I said, this reflective energy on what it is that's coming up, or something that you want to say, or something that you want to express, or something you want to take action on at some point. But it's just a reflective period right now. It can also be, as I said, you're assessing your moods and your the cycles of your emotions. You could be going through a few ups and downs currently, and it's best to just go inward and reflect a little bit before you express yourself, in case your emotions are high and you say something out of turn, So, but it's a very reflective input this for you at this time. And, I feel emotions will be high in some way, shape, or form. It can also be to do with women's wisdom, or the feminine wisdom coming in some way, form. Now, whether you're masculine or a feminine, we have both in us. So this could be tapping in to the wisdom of the moon, or something to do with a female presence or feminine presence, or a feminine could be important in your life at this time. It could also represent the mother, the moon. But it can also be to do with domestic or family issues coming up. There may be something that's some sort of nurturing, or some kind of it could be something you need to express, or it could be something that you're busy within your family, and it requires documentation maybe. But it could also be nurturing. It can also be dealing with family affairs and things associated with that, or feminine or female. Now, with Nementona Sacred Space, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So you can create an altar within your home space. You can do that, it can be a fire mantelpiece, or just some area of your home where it doesn't have to be, hugely obvious to everybody else. It can just be an area of your home. It could even be a bedside table where you have your special things. You have your mementos and things which are important to you, things that represent abundance and love and family and power and the divine, and whatever belief systems you are connected to. It could just be a simple thing, like a picture of Mother Mary, or whatever is appropriate for you. But it's an area of your space where you put things that are important to you. You can burn candles. You might have a stick of incense or something like that. You can also go into nature. This is important to spend time in nature as well, because nature is spiritual in itself. And so when you go out into nature, you connect with the divine automatically, whether this is through walking or hiking or just swimming or spending time in nature, whatever. You can be picnicking or spending time with your family as well, if you have a family. It can also be visiting places which have power. So this can be something that you perceive to have power. So this can be like a church or an historical monument. It could even be a place which just has enormous power attached to it. So you go there and you get insights and information from that. But it is about ultimately connecting to the divine, using something or mementos or things that are important to you to connect with the divine. And then you get your guidance, then you get your intuition and your instinct, which is what the moon is saying you need to do right now. There's certain things that you need to intuit about your situation and about what's going on in this third house. There's aspects that are requiring reflection, and possibly withdrawal, but certainly reflection, meditation, connecting to the divine in some way, shape, or form. So try and make that part of your day. It could even just a walk, if you've got a dog and you want to just go for a walk and spend time in nature and just be with yourself, to connect and get your guidance, get your downloads, your information, whatever it is that you require, especially if you've got a decision to make or something that you need to do or say in this third house. Then we've got sixth house routine. So sixth house is everything to do with your daily routines. It's normally associated with your work life. So this is your workplace, work colleagues. It can also be your mastery of your craft, whatever it is that you do. So if you don't go to a workplace, then it's wherever it is that you conduct your business or the craft that you're busy with. It's mastery of that and the environment around that. But it is also about your health, your diet, your well-being, and your lifestyle. It can also be the house of pets. So that may be relevant for some people. But it's your lifestyle, I feel, is coming up because you've got moon here and you've got sacred space. This is about connecting to that in some way to enhance your life, to enhance your lifestyle, your daily routines. Some aspect of that is and you've got lunar eclipse here again, so yet another lunar influence coming in, and there's some sort of shift or change coming in for you. It could be very abrupt. Okay, so something is shifting within your work environment or within the work that you do, or it's within your life and your home, your sort of your health and your diet, your routines around that, and your lifestyle, and obviously with pets as well, that may also come in. So it's got that sort of, it's about balance. It's about also balance between the two, because they both may be affected with whatever is going on. So we've got lunar eclipse change coming in. So this could be quite an abrupt shift coming in for you. So this is normally something like a door closes, and then you go through a period where you're not quite sure where you need to go, or you will be shifted into a new direction. But it will be a little bit unsettling or uncomfortable once that door has closed, or that shift has occurred. It can also be a realization or a perception shift of some sort. So something sinks in, something manifests in your heart or in your mind, where you suddenly are seeing things that you never saw before. And this can also, again, come in with the moon. So it could very well be that you're seeing something now after a period of not seeing clearly. And this could have been half of your life. Or this could have been just some issue that you've been grappling with. But something's going to become really clear. It could also have been something that was kind of lurking in your mind. You just hadn't put all the pieces together yet. It could have been something that was just there. You were aware that something might come up to do with that, whatever it may be, to do with the sixth house issue. But it's the speed and the unexpectedness of it, which is a trademark of the lunar eclipse. So it's kind of it's a shift, and if you have been in any kind of rut or any kind of comfort zone, and you've just been way too comfortable there, you were aware that it was not suiting you and you needed to grow, but you just didn't have the wherewithal to shift yourself out of it. Well, the lunar eclipse will come along and do that for you. Sometimes it can be a bit of a bumpy ride. It really depends on your attitude and your willingness to embrace the change, whatever it is, and to open up and to really see into it and realize what is the purpose of this, okay, and then embrace it and move forward. It's got a kind of a bubbling over aspect too. So something bubbles over. It was fine, and then all of a sudden it's now not fine. Now it's sort of really in your face. It can, once it's happened, it can wrap up within 6 weeks, or it could unfold over a 6-month period. So just see how that resonates for you. It can also, again, have a female influence or a feminine influence, something coming in to do that. It could also be that your spidey senses have been activated and you're kind of aware of something, and then wham, it comes in. We've also got Athena, inner wisdom. So this whole spread so far, even with the 9th house, is very much about tapping into your inner wisdom, your intuition, your instinct, your gut instinct about things. And you're going to need to spend time in sacred space, whether that's within your home or within yourself. Something needs to be, you need to spend time in reflection. And this is where the inner wisdom comes in. The wisdom of the owl. A full moon may be important for you as well. And you've got lunar, lots of lunar energy here. So I'm thinking that this is very much to do with your lifestyle change, your work environment, something you need to say, contracts, documents. It could even be shifting of your family. Maybe it's shifting something in your work life or in your lifestyle, and that obviously affects you and your family or your relationship or whatever is within you, around you at this time. So you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Okay, so now with this lunar eclipse change, you can, I feel, if you are aware of something lurking, if you are aware that there's going to be an issue with something in your life, as I said, your spidey senses could be activated. Then take action on it, preempt it, initiate action. The universe likes it when you are open and ready to take action, and go after whatever it is that you're being told within your inner self. Your inner GPS knows already what is coming. You've kind of got an inkling. And if there are other things around you which you feel you need to make do something on, make a change, or work on something coming up in the 6th house, then do everything you can to move it forward, to try and preempt it, or to try and make the passage smoother. Because as I said, your attitude and your approach to the oncoming situation, whatever it may be, if you are willing to work with your inner senses and your guidance, and work instinctively towards what it is that you feel is coming up, then you will preempt it. And it will be smoother. The transition will be smoother. We've got here 9th house. The 9th house covers a lot of different things, but it is going with the general theme so far. It is about intuition, the intuitive processes. So this is about tapping into your intuitive guidance and tapping into that to see the bigger picture. 9th house is about the bigger picture. So this can, it's got a broad meanings. It can be about adventure, exploration, and international travel, or long distance travel that can come in. Now this can be expansion from a mental and emotional point of view. So this can be through studying, like higher education, university or adult education, or it can be physically as an adventure and exploration, travel, and so on. It's also about connecting with foreign things or international things, whether this is places, people, or cultures, even learning, whatever is coming into your environment. It's also about teaching, publishing comes in, any sort of promotional work, public relations, anything like that comes in with the 9th house. It's also about your religion, your philosophy, your belief systems. So something may get a bit of a shake-up here. And I say that because you've got North Node, life's purpose coming in. So you're in for a shake-up without doubt. and it's going to manifest. There's going to be a shake-up in the 6th house, but also in the 9th house. So whether the two are interrelated, you can see, but there's some sort of expression here that needs to be either internationally or 3rd house to people around you, or both, and it's manifesting in your work and your home life, your sort of your lifestyle and your health and your diet. So something needs to be shifted. The 9th house, as I said, it does cover philosophy, religion, belief systems, things like that. So you may be getting a bit of a shake-up when it comes to your belief systems. Now, this can be belief systems about yourself, but it can also be internationally. It can also be about the world. It can be about your place within the world, or about a belief system that you've had up till now that gets shattered, and now you've got to move on to some other. You've got to open your mind. You've got to open your vision. You've got to see the bigger picture. That could be coming in as well. But it's the search for meaning. It's a search for purpose. And you've got North Node's life purpose coming in here. So something is coming into alignment for you. Something is going to be realized. And I think this is what the lunar eclipse is all about. Your intuition, your instincts are going to be on high alert. And it's about honing in on that and seeing something that you have not seen before, or seeing possibilities. Or something is opening up for you, or you could be just shifting your direction at this time. So the way you have been living your life is going to shift in some way. But it's the seeking of truth. It's also about faith in yourself, and faith in the world, or in the universe, or in your belief system. And it's all about that. It's understanding the bigger picture, as I said. It can also be relationships to in-laws, if that is appropriate for you. But the other aspect of the 9th house is the law. So understanding or involved in the law in some way. That could be a profession for you, or you could be going through something legal, or you may have a brush with it in some way. So this is about the law and also the higher courts. It can also come in on the 9th house. So we've got here North Node, life's purpose. This is a very big card, very, very big card. This is about positive karma. This is about one door closing and another one opening for you. So you've already had that kind of a bang come in with the lunar eclipse. But it could also, as I said, be a realization or a perception shift. Suddenly, something becomes very clear to you. And now you see exactly where you're supposed to go, your path. Your life's purpose or path is going to be revealed in some way. You do also have Una Easy Does It here as the bottom of the goddess deck. And this is about not worrying too much about the details about your life purpose or your goals and so on. So I feel that something is going to come into your vision. Something is going to come into your reality here. And you will be shifted right place, right time to where you are needed or where you are supposed to be. So you will just find yourself somehow there. You will be guided. But this is also about letting go of the past so that you can move forward into the future. This is a very futuristic aspect here. But it can be literally a turning point. I mean, it's that shifting of direction, like when a ship changes direction, it creates quite a bit of turbulence in the water. So that is the kind of analogy here. And this could be very sort of forewarned by the lunar eclipse. There's some kind of shifting from one direction into another. And it's how all of that gets undertaken. It's also about your opening of your optimism and openness to this change of direction. It could also be that you're gathering your life, your soul tribe. These can be karmic connections in your life. So these are like soulmates. Your soul tribe, people who resonate with you or you resonate with them. So you come together, you kind of vibrate together to achieve an outcome or to work on things together. Or they could just pop in to assist you with something or to drop information for you. These are people that you kind of just feel very comfortable with. You have a sort of an understanding, and you're there to help each other with certain things. But they're going to start gathering around with the North Node. That's what happens. You kind of, in your wake, this wake, as you are turning, shifting your ship, then it draws that energy to you. But it's positive karma. It's about the future. It's about shifting. And as I said, it could be quite a dramatic turning point for you. But something is shifting for you, and you're going to see a whole range of other possibilities. And you may just be looking around and thinking, how on earth, is this going to happen, or how on earth did I get here? But just know that it's divinely guided. This is entirely purposeful for you, and it is about finding this now. But it's just moving towards the direction that you are being guided towards. We've also got Artemis Guardian. So with all this shift or change that is occurring here for you, you may, in the midst of that, be sending a prayer out or some sort of request to the universe or to your spirit team to say that you're just maybe a little bit concerned or a little bit worried about your loved ones. So whether this is your family or your person, your special someone, or those just your immediate ones around you, you may just be a bit concerned with this shifting and changing going on. That you just may be a little bit concerned about them. But it's saying here that you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So, say your prayers and just know that they're being heard and that the guardian has been activated. And what this card is about, it's saying that do not get caught up in worry and deep concerns about this. Rather, put that energy that you would have expended in worry and concern and so on, put that energy into spreading your love and light outwards. You may be the campfire for somebody. You may be that warm light for somebody who is also struggling or also going through something, and that light will draw them in. So spread your love and light around, focused intention with the bow and arrow. So spread it around. That is your magic. That is your mission this time around. So whether it's verbally, speaking to others or offering encouragement or just being positive at this time, or whether you are a change maker, or whether you are setting an example with what you do, what you say, what you think, the communications that you have, whatever it may be. Whatever is your way of getting this love and light out. We each of us have a specific way that we do things, whether it's a talent or an ability or just your presence. It's about spreading that out to others so that they can see it and that they are feeling encouraged by your presence. Now, as I said, with the bottom of the goddess deck, we've got Una Easy Does It. So this is saying there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So with the North Node, always perfect timing, and with the lunar eclipse change, I've given you some indication of the process that you will be going through. I feel that this is going to unfold over a 6-month period because you've got 4 + 3 is 7, so we're looking at probably July by the time this wraps up. So whatever occurs now will sort of, that 6-month period will manifest for you. And this is, as I said, the turning of the ship. And this is where these people are going to sort of find you, your soul tribe, and your purpose is going to become clearer. But in the meantime, there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is working and you will find yourself in the right place at the right time. This is the purpose of this card. And this energy, positive karma coming back to you now. So this is something that you've been working on probably for lifetimes. It's now starting to come into alignment, but there may be a bit of turbulence in this interim period, which is indicated by the lunar eclipse, and also you've got the moon card here, so emotions will be high. So there's turbulence, all right? But don't worry. Do not spend time worrying about things. Rather spread your love and light. That is what you're being asked to do here. Follow your inner guidance, okay? And then connect to your divine space or your divinity through meditation, whatever is right for you. Make sure that what you say and what you project outwards, which is the 3rd house, this is communication, is coming from the right place, coming from your heart and coming from neutrality and power, okay? So don't worry about chasing after sort of a goal or what you think is your life purpose, and not just let the water settle. Things will be revealed to you. Everything is in perfect timing. Just go with what needs to be done in the moment, and you will find yourself where you need to be. As I said here, we've got Aries. I am underneath the bottom of the deck was Uranus Genius. So this is unexpected. This is something like a bolt of lightning coming in. It's also about accessing the genius within. So this could very well be this realization or perception shift that you undergo. And it could actually be quite a leap in consciousness, because that can be a Uranus trait, a leap in consciousness, a shift from literally seeing something this way to now seeing a whole range of other possibilities. And life purpose comes in here. You're being activated in some way. So some sort of activation with this. It can be going into sort of advanced technology with this card. It can also be sort of something very unconventional, something very futuristic, something different, something unexpected. And it can also be liberation from something. So it could be liberation from a particular way of life, some sort of routine that you have been mundanely doing, a daily routine, whether it's work related or lifestyle related, health related, diet related, whatever it is, something you've been doing mundanely is going to get shifted. And it's kind of, this energy is liberation from some way of life or something that you have been involved in. You're liberated from that, and you're now seeing a whole new world of possibilities. It can also bring in a sort of a rebellious or revolutionary air as well. So you could be, as I said, a change maker, forging ahead with something. But just know that, easy does it. All right, things are going to become clear, and then you will know what to do. But this can literally be a bolt of lightning coming in for you. And it's accessing the genius within, accessing your particular love and light, your gifts, your abilities, your whatever it is that you do. It may be growing slowly over time, but it's accessing that. Some activation is occurring now. We've also got here, and this is the other one that fell out. This is the Aries I Am card. This is action. Action. The fire is lit. It's a fiery action card. But you have got, as I said, you've got patience here. All right. And this is echoed by the Una Easy Does It card. And with the lunar eclipse, this is a 6-month process, I feel. So with Aries, you may be, once this occurs, you may be rearing to go. You may be really wanting to get in there and get stuck in. But it's saying that with the Aries energy, the I am energy, the very best way to manage this incredible enthusiasm and no nonsense, let's get things done energy, is measured action. Measured action that follows a course. You may have to cooperate with others. You may have to work with others to achieve certain things, but it's measured action, moving forward. This is not about rushing. This is not about forcing or rushing or any of that, because what it will do is it will affect your health. You'll get headaches, rashes, high blood pressure, things like that. And you've got 6th house here, which is about your health and diet and your routine. So just be careful you don't go at it like a bull in a china shop. You want to measured action is the very best way to go about this. Plan, think about it. This is why you've got the sacred space. Meditate on what it is and the process that you're going to be going through. Follow your intuition and your instincts. Measured action, and then you will be able to funnel this very strong Aries energy. You'll be able to funnel it better, and then you'll be able to achieve a lot. There may be a few hot tempers around you. There could be a few ego issues around you. You may have to defend yourself. You may have to cards on the table. Be very clear and very honest about what the situation is. In some cases, you may have to sort of compete. It's a sort of a warrior energy as well. But I feel measured action and applied in the right way, you will achieve a lot with this when the time is right. The fairy deck is strength. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Okay, so lovely energy, the lion and the lamb together. It's the strength of the lion. So it could be that, as I said, with July coming in here, July, August, the Leo month, maybe something is coming in. Maybe you've just got to pace yourself between now and then. But this is about your inner strength, overcoming certain things. You are going to have a few challenges, especially with the Aries card. There are going to be some challenges. You've got lunar eclipse here, okay? You've also got North Node, life's purpose. This is a wonderful, wonderful energy, but it could be, like I said, like turning your ship in a different direction. So there's going to be a wake, okay? There's going to be a churning of the waters. You've just got to dig deep for this, but you have got the strength, you have got the courage, and you will overcome. This is also creativity. This is also the integrity and the honor that comes with the lion, all right? But also the gentleness of the lamb. So that's why the two are together. You've got to be able to balance the two. Spread your love and light, all right? Do what you do best, okay? And balance this energy. Be strong, be firm, but also be compassionate and kind to others that may be struggling with things, you may have to lead the way in some way here, I feel. And then bottom of the fairy deck is Queen of Winter. These are elements that are very strong with her. This is it's an air element, strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. So let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So you may be surrounded by people like this who are unmarried or divorced, or you may be in that situation. That's just an aspect of this, but it's a very independent energy. This is Queen of Swords, okay? Very direct, very analytical, can also be very sharp-tongued, okay? So just be careful, as I said, with the third house here. Just be careful. Your emotions are high, so just be careful. Meditate if possible. Go within before you need to express something, because emotions will be high. All right. So, but it's also with the North Node, and certainly with the lunar eclipse change. This is about letting go of things that no longer serve you. This is a change of direction, however that may manifest for you. So it's sixth house and ninth house coming in. It's a change of direction. There is a wake and there will be turbulence. So let go of things that no longer serve you so that you can take up your life purpose, so that you can move in the direction of your life purpose. Very, very important now. And also bring these into yourself. You may be exhibiting this already: strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. If you are not embodying this, then try your best to embody these qualities, and that will help you get through all of what is going on. Okay, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care, and don't forget to like and subscribe, or like and share, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful month.